Hello, my name is Wanny Angular, but everybody calls me Wanny. I come from Honduras, Central America, and I have been living overseas for the last 23, 24 years. And I have to say in the 5 continents and performing and actually also supporting different projects of social content through arts, music, and the love to diversity. I started performing since I was 7 years old. I was part of the National Theater Ballet in Honduras, and we actually were trained on dancing, singing, performing, working on stage, making costumes, and everything that is required for a professional performance. I did that at the age of 7 till 18. At the same time, I was going to high school, at the university. I participated in AFS Intercultural Exchange Program in the United States, where I lived for a year, and I learned to speak English. The professional music life actually started when we moved to Zimbabwe in 1997. I was performing in Honduras with different bands, but I was not living out of music. I was living out of my position as an intercultural expertise with AFS and supporting different projects, putting together new initiatives like Women in Arts in Honduras. There is an organization that has been running for more than 18 years so far. And I lived in Zimbabwe. I had a band that was called Diaspora. I also was coordinator of the Women in Arts in Southern Africa. We had an agenda where we feature and highlight all the success of women in the region. So it was an amazing initiative. After that, we moved to Colombia, and I was working in an experimental drum set group where I was the lead vocalist. And I also had my Latin jazz ensemble that was called Bolero Jazz, because we actually connected Latin ballads with jazz. Also, the component of supporting development in non-governmental organizations was a key issue, because through the arts, we try to highlight the self-esteem and the value of itself, of each children that we touch with our interventions. After that, we moved to India. There was actually a completely different scenario and a completely different setting, where we were actually immersed in this magical world of rhythms and sounds and dance that gave a completely different sense to the way I sing. After that, we moved to Panama, that is in Latin America, where it's a huge contrast. It's a country in the middle of the Americas, and we can say in the middle of the world, because everyone who travels overseas has most of the time to pass through Panama. We had a project there called Colectivo Voces, Figuras y Ritmos, that we also, again, put together different disciplines and different elements to make people understand how the diversity can make your life more profound and more deep. Coming to Kenya was a marvelous experience. Coming back to the continent that saw my youngest daughter be born is an amazing experience. And now we have a project here called Moving Cultures, where we have people from all over the world supporting us either through the internet, letters, or physically. We have Kenyans, we have persons from Holland, from Denmark, and from other nationalities who also share with us the same spirit of the transformation of the soul and the spirit through the arts.